I'm Mahdi Shaheeb Sher. My website is www.mahdishaheebsher.com. I think one of my interests in the world as Mahdi Shaheeb Sher is European wars. I think if you look at the world and how it conducts itself, it is naturally quite peaceful. I think it is kind of balanced with its peace and safety. I think all people accept that there are normal rights and laws for the protection and safety of people for their own normal livelihoods and daily life. I don't think these things need to be enshrined in a special way to state the obvious, like the Human Rights Declaration of Human Rights or any other statement that kind of has to reapply what's already accepted. I think that most of the world does accept that people are able to enjoy their daily lives with safety from any violence, any verbal confrontation, or any crime, or any hostility. I think that the world does accept that as a normal nature that is without confrontation or hostility. I think it exists within the animal kingdom, and I think the world is something like the animal kingdom, where most of the life enjoy a level of safety and protection from violence. I don't think anybody enjoys violence, maybe except the Americans. I think most of life, and the animal kingdom included, enjoy a relaxed, happy, free way of life that doesn't disturb other things or other animals. And I think if that exists in the animal kingdom, I think it's quite natural for most of the world as well. But I think with the Europeans, there is a violent nature. And I think that's one of the disappointing things about Europe and the European population, is that I think that there is a violent inclination within the population of Europe. And I think that there's a temperament where there's a sensibility of maybe vulnerabilities, excuse me, a sensibility of vulnerabilities. And I think there's also a nervousness in perhaps any danger that presents itself. And I think that with these perhaps unsettled areas of Europe, there is maybe an inclination towards violence that perhaps exists more than other parts of the world. And I think that there is some dismay as to why there is a condition of violence that's preeminent in Europe. I don't think it's preeminent anywhere else in the world, but it does seem to be preeminent in Europe. I think an inclination towards violence shows that there is some kind of a savage impulse or nature, and I think that there is a lot of view about savages in the world, and maybe also the noble savage. And I think with Europe and the European population, there could be a condition of not just the savage, but noble savage, in where we have savages that comes with nobles. So I think that's the kind of condition we're looking at in Europe. We have savages with nobles, and I think that's why Europeans are quite violent in their temperament. They're quick to draw offence, they wave their arms about like hooligans, they kick footballs about, they kind of run up hills and things. I think that's one of my views about Europe, that there is this nature of violence. So that's my view about Europe.